what is this going on? Trust me, we shot it in 2 nights. And like I told you, रात को 10 बजे मुझे phone आया. Listen, we are doing this song. Will you do it? Yeah, okay. I was paying 30,000 rupees for that
What?
song. That song just turned my life upside down. For the first time ever, I think I went and I've performed at places जहाँ पे electricity भी नहीं है. And people wanted to watch me doing Fazle Ki Bara.
Amruta, welcome to Variety India.
Thank you so much. Thank you. I'm so glad to be here, and it's fantastic. I can't tell you.
I want to ask you, if I take you back in time, you didn't have anybody launch you.
No.
You didn't come from a film family.
No.
You had nobody put billboards of you or take your CVs to production houses to push you.
Yeah.
You made your entry through a reality show, a
Yes.
talent show.
Yes.
What was going on in the family at that point in time that made you take this decision to do it?
See, I come from a very middle-class Maharashtrian family. So when I was in the show, every week my mom used to come with a khali bag, and she used to tell me, "Chalo, we are leaving now. We are leaving now." And she used to hate it when I used to, pass the round and go ahead. She used to hate it. So it was the first time where, we as a family, we were separated. Like, the daughter is outside, and my father, my mom, and my sister were in Pune. So she couldn't fathom the idea that, oh God, my daughter is not there in the house anymore. And I was hardly 18 or something. And she was like, you know what, I don't want you to do the show. I don't know why they are promoting you, why they are sending you to the next round. I just want you to come home. So it was very, very new for all of us. Also, it was one of those very first reality shows where you don't know what was going to happen and this and that. So finally, I think made it to the finale and stuff like that. And of course, I did not win the contest. But then after that, I was very sure that if I was going to have some work in Mumbai, only then I'll be staying. And trust me, Tushar, I've stayed in one-room kitchen with my mother. I have traveled from Andheri East to Chandivli for about 6-7 months to do a Hindi television serial at that point of time. And then that is how slowly the journey kind of started. I remember I started with 4,000 rupees per day on a television show. And I used to shoot 22 hours, 24 hours in sickness, in health and everything. And from there, I think then I realized that at the end of the day, you need to consistently push yourself. You need to be on set to learn how the whereabouts and everything are. Yeah.
Tell me, did you always want to become an actor during your school, college days? Were there any influences on you, or were there any professions that attracted you? Did you have a plan B?
No, I never had a plan B. I think I always wanted to do something in the entertainment industry. Again, being a Maharashtrian, a middle-class Marathi mulgi, I just couldn't accept it myself. Okay, this is what I really want to do.
Family was okay with you?
Family was not okay actually. My Masi actually kind of pushed them ki listen, you know what, if she wants to do it, just do it for a year. She'll forget about it and she'll come back home. I don't think I've forgotten about the industry for the last 20 years now. But so that time my Masi was like, she was a guiding light for our entire family at that point of time. And we didn't have the money to stay here कि चलो 50,000 रुपए है मेरे पास महीने का और चलता है. अगर मेरे पास काम नहीं होता, I would have gone back to Pune. It is as simple as that. But yeah, I think God and destiny had some other plans. So I remember all those times right now ki whenever I'm in my place right now, this is my own place, I don't have any debt and everything, and when I sit in the house I'm like, oh my God, kahan se kahan aa gaye yaar hum log.
Yeah.
It's really something. Yeah.
But then when you were working for those 22 odd hours, right,
Yeah.
in the grueling heat,
Yeah.
you're traveling in local transport, you're waking up the next day, you don't know what you're eating, you don't know what scene you're doing.
No.
Did there ever come a thought that how long will this last and how long do I have to do this, and what if I just become another brick in the wall?
No, I'll tell you what, people say that, acha, ye mera struggle tha, but it was life for me at that point of time. There was no going back. I had to be there. I had to be present. I had to go through the grind to understand. Itna to mujhe samajh mein aa gaya tha that, listen Amruta, there is no way that you can, put 30, 40, 50,000 in a workshop or in a class and, people will teach you how to act and all. You have to learn whatever you have to learn over here, right here. So I remember learning about camera. I remember learning about lenses, taking your light, and all these
Basic
little
stuff.
things. Yeah, in that television serial. And then, of course, I went on to do a lot of television serials. But then, of course, I got this opportunity with Vikram Bhatt sir. Veer Das was in that
Yes.
film. Manjari was in that film. Then dheere dheere I started getting films. Like I did 3 films with Ramu sir at that point of time. I was already shooting a television serial at that point of time. But then I was like कि चलो पहली फिल्म में कॉन्ट्रैक्ट करके जो फिल्म थी, I had received some 45,000-50,000 rupees. And then Ramu sir met me and he was like, there's this film called as Fook and I want to offer you this. I was hardly 21, 22 or something. I was like, fine. I mean, if such a big director is offering me something, there has to be something
Yeah.
good in the film. Then we did Fook, then Fook 2 came. And then, yeah, then there was no looking back. There was a balance between Hindi television and films and Hindi television and films. I did a film with Milan Luthria, Hat Trick Karke. So, yeah, like, yeah, it's just
You know, it's
been great.
interesting how you are drawing parallels between saying that I was doing Hindi television and films.
Yeah.
More or less, whenever we speak of the TV industry and the film industry, there is always that demarcation or parallel.
Yeah.
Sometimes this question is asked to actors. Shah Rukh Khan, I think, is the biggest example
Yeah.
who made a transition and jump. Was there ever a point in time where you felt like, what if I get stereotyped as a TV actor because I'm putting myself?
Trust me, I didn't even have the brains to think that. I have developed this thing ki, oh, okay, now this is stereotyping. This is, right for me and this is wrong for me. That time, I was doing everything that was coming my way. 2006 was my first Marathi film. I remember I had auditioned for it and stuff like that. And I didn't know whether I wanted to do Marathi films at that point of time. So Himanshu, my that time boyfriend and today's husband, told me, ऐसे कितने लोगों को मौका मिलता है अपनी लैंग्वेज में काम करने का, कर लो अगर आ रहा है तो, पैसे अच्छे दे रहे, कर लो. That is how I did my first film. Then, of course, I did the first film of Z Studios. So everything just started rolling for me. I remember I received a call around 10 o'clock in the night from Amit Falke. He was that time in Z. Listen, you know what, we're doing this song. Will you go and perform this song? It's just 2 nights and stuff like that. I was like, yeah, I'll do it. That song was Wazle Ki Bara.
Oh, that's how it came to you. मतलब just a
रात
coincidence.
को 10 बजे मुझे फोन आया है कि सुनो सुबह निकलना है 5 बजे कोल्हापुर के लिए एंड पूरी रात भर शूट होगा. आई डिडंट नो हु द डायरेक्टर वाज, आई डिडंट नो हु अजय अतुल सर वर. आई वाज लाइक या लेट्स डू इट. So I was so busy working in my own corner, in my own shell, that I didn't have the time to educate myself. I didn't have the time to use my brains. Ki, okay, this is right for me and that is wrong for me and stuff like that. So I think it just kept happening. Things just kept happening.
But tell me, when you are working in an industry and say, for example, you see another actor, either it could be a peer who's worked with you, either it could be an actress who's perhaps in your same space, and you see her suddenly start doing Hindi films, or there is a manager who tells you, you know, Amrita, you need to stop doing these kind of films, or stop doing Marathi films. If you want to be taken seriously as a Hindi actor, you need to cut down on your Marathi film exposure. Did those conversations happen?
Trust me, I never had a manager. That time, I think I never thought myself, I never thought very high of myself at that point of time. For me, working was very, very, very important. So all these opportunities that have come to me are through casting directors, are through going through a rigorous audition of years and years of audition. कि अच्छा यहाँ पे ऑडिशन पे गई तो मुकेश छाबरा मिल गए, यहाँ पे ऑडिशन पे गई तो जोगी सर मिल गए. लाइक जोगी सर एंड मी we did some film with John Abraham when UTV was there. So he remembered me. Years back when I called him, he was like, you know, Amrita, आ जाओ, देखते तुम कैसी दिखती हो इतने सालों बाद. I went there, he gave me this script. He told me कि ये थोड़ी उर्दू वाली script है. I did the script, I got Razi.
Wow.
So trust me, there are things which I think that I don't know how I got this. I really don't know how I got this. So there were things that, of course, I can kind of count these things on my fingers, but it took a lot of time. So a lot of errors and a lot of trial and error वाला जो zone है ना, वो हुआ है मेरे साथ. That's
What
the
about
thing.
failed auditions? You audition for a role, it doesn't come to you. it
Oh,
goes
so
to-
many.
How do
so
you,
many.
How do you process them?
So initially, I used to get very, very hurt about it. I used to be like, "ये audition मिल जाना चाहिए." Then I used to fast. I used to do Hanuman Chalisa and everything I've done. After a point of time, I think I just got so used to getting rejected. I was like, okay, it's just a part of the process, and you cannot take it personally. With time, I think, and with whatever work that I've done, I've understood one thing that, bhai, it has got nothing to do with your talent. It is only and only to do with what they require. You know, they have a certain palette of actors, and you know, like how there is a costume palette and there is a cinematography palette and stuff like. So they also have this thing about कि okay, ये actors हमको चाहिए करके. It has really got nothing to do with आप कितने talented हो, did you crack the scene or not. It's nothing of that sort. Sometimes you crack the scene, sometimes even if you don't crack the scene, you're there in the film. It's as simple as that. Like Taskari, I will come back to Taskari. I had actually gone for a 4-day role. I don't know what Raghav sir, the director, he felt. He was like, you know what, we want to audition you for this other role. And I was like, yeah, sure, I'll audition. And that role was for Mitali Kamath.
Oh.
And I was like, so he told me, Amrita, you know what, we are giving you a meteor role. This role is of this cop. And action है तो आप कर लेते हो ना. मैंने कहा कि सर मैं डांसर हूँ, आप मेरे को कोरियोग्राफी दिखा दो तो मैं कर सकती हूँ करके. अच्छा ठीक है, विल गेट बैक टू यू. पता नहीं क्या मेरे दिमाग में आई. आई वॉज इन पुणे दैट डे, ट्रैवलिंग टू पुणे आफ्टर द ऑडिशन. एंड रात को मैंने 1-1:30 बजे ना, so there is this concept called as Mardani Khel.
Yes.
Which a lot of these Kolhapur women do, and it's basically a women क्या कहते हैं उसको?
Driven sport.
Yeah, it is, and where you use a lot of dhal and talwar and this and that. So I got this teacher, a coach who was teaching there in Pune at that point of time, who I knew. And I was like, you know what, sir, can you just train me for this bit, and you know, can you give me like 2-3 action sequences of hand combat and you know, laat marna वगैरह वगैरह वगैरह. And सुबह 5 बजे I went on this ground. मैंने सीख लिया सारा का सारा. 1-1.5 घंटे में I shot it and I sent it to Raghav sir, and he was like, okay, welcome on board.
So it was that.
It was that. So you don't know if I really feel this, Tushar, that if something has to come to you, it will only come to you. It is not going to go anywhere. Now this is something that I've started believing after a lot of do's and don'ts, you know, and a lot of trials and errors in my career. Yeah.
You know, you mentioned Razi.
Yeah.
I want to speak to you a bit about length of a role versus the character that is written on paper. Has there ever been a time where that thought has crossed your mind in terms of, sir, how much time does my character have? Oh, sir, does she die before the first half? Or is she there at the climax? Do you ever have these conversations? Not have the conversations, but when you read the role or when it's offered to you, do these thoughts cross your mind?
It has not crossed my mind when I was working in Hindi, because touchwood, I think I've been very lucky to find some absolutely amazing directors to work with in Hindi, be it Milan Luthria sir, be it Meghna ma'am, Mohit Suri for that matter, Abhi Neeraj Pandey sir. So I think when these people, when they write their entire film, they put a lot of thought into each and every character. And I think that trust you need to have on a director. Now when these directors write something, no, they do not want somebody just lingering around. It doesn't sit in their script. It doesn't sit in their vision. You know, like that one action scene in Taskari just really came out so well, and it was always there on paper. So I think whatever, and I have read the entire scripts. ऐसा नहीं है कि ये आपका part है तो ये ले लो. I think that is the most liberating thing about working with good directors. They will give you the script. ये लो. This is what your part is. And then you know ki, oh, acha, oh. So even if I'm not speaking a lot, my presence is there. You know, this girl and her husband, especially in Razi, is very important.
Yes.
Because they form a very important part of the family. And again, then to work with Meghna ma'am after Talwar, to work with a Neeraj Pandey sir after a Wednesday, after Baby, I mean, who's going to say no to that? And at that point of time, you just have to trust the director completely and surrender to him, is what I feel. And I think when I've took that leap of faith, it has always worked in my favor. It always has.
Is working with a woman director, you mentioned Meghna Gulzar.
Yes.
Is that POV a different experience?
yes.
How different, and can you talk about that?
It is, it's like yin and yang, you know. I don't know. I mean, how to put it. It's like when you're on a set with a woman director, the entire set is so vulnerable and is just wanting to give your best. Um, when we were shooting for the song,
The folk song.
yeah, the folk song, the Kashmiri song.
Yes.
I'm just remembering the Kashmiri only. I don't get into the Hindi lyrics only. But the entire set was so vulnerable, and that's why you can see these brilliant performances coming out. You can see these really simple, really innocent performances coming out. I remember Meghna ma'am, the entire song was just crying off camera because she was just living, you know, a very different part, a very different, and it was just great. It was great. I kept, like, a lot of people, Om Raut also had met me after Razi, and he was like, how did you do this, Amrita? And I remember telling him that I kept watching her. She is an epitome of royalty, of grace, and you know, जिस शांत स्वभाव से वो अप्रोच कर दिए ना अपने पूरे सेट को, 350 400 people on set, not even, there is no sound on set. There is no sound, and it is, you feel so comfortable, you feel so safe. And I think I would want to work with more women directors. Oh my God, yes.
You know, it's great when a film gets success, you get critical praise, you get more work. But then talk to me a bit about that time when there's lull, when there is no work. There is this concept that yes, if something does better, an actor gets a lot of calls or he becomes a hot property in the market, there are more producers offering work. Speak to me about that time when there was no work and how you navigated that.
So after every success of my film, I always thought that there would be a lot of work coming in. I did Katyar Kalsat Ghusli, a huge, huge hit film. The music of that film, even today, is respected a lot, is heard a lot. And after that, I thought, oh my God, I have arrived and I'm going to get this
You
work
made it.
now. Yes, yes. 2 years, no work. 2 years, there was just no work. And I was like, what is it? Have I done something wrong? Have I chose the wrong role? Have I chose the wrong film? But it was just there. And then Razi had happened. After Razi, I had just started getting, like, I did Satyamev Jayate. I played Manoj Bajpayee's wife's role. Then I got Malang. COVID happened. The entire game only changed. So I think after every success of mine, now I've come to this point ki Amrita, there is going to be a lull. Just accept it. Initially, I used to cry a lot. I used to be like, why is this happening to me? God, why? And then I've understood that after every high, there has to come a low where you rediscover yourself. And I think that is just an artist's journey. Even for a director, even for anybody, I think it's just an artist's journey that after every high, there are patterns, no? Every artist
sure.
has his or her own pattern. कुछ लोगों को ऑडिशन से कभी काम नहीं मिलता है. मुझे सिर्फ ऑडिशन से काम मिला है. और कुछ लोगों को ऐसा होता है कि देख के काम मिल जाता है. You know, it's like that. But नहीं है. मतलब in 18-20 years of my life and career, I've understood that okay, this is my pattern. After every high, there is going to be a low. Chandramukhi. After that high, there came a low, literally, and then now Taskari has come. तो ऐसा भी नहीं है कि अभी तस्करी के बाद oh my God, you know, I'm like left, right, and center offers आ रहे हैं. नहीं, there are offers coming. There are, I can pick and choose and stuff like that. But yeah, it is how it is. It is my pattern, and I've made peace with it.
You know, you mentioned Chandramukhi, and there was so much riding on that film.
Yes.
Huge budgets, lot of money spent, comparisons and parallels being drawn to perhaps a Sanjay Leela Bhansali framework, again a part of history.
Yeah.
And not just people who speak Marathi language or watch Marathi cinema, but that felt like a project which would get embraced by
Everyone.
languages all over.
Yes.
What was your approach and what was your biggest worry with Chandramukhi?
So I remember telling my producer, because the songs were doing so very, very well. And I remember telling him that please, let's dub this in Hindi, you know, because it just makes a huge, huge difference. But then, of course, the producer had, you know, his budget's exhausted and stuff like that. My only thing while I was promoting Chandramukhi was like, people should come and watch it. That's it. उसके बाद मैंने कुछ भी expect नहीं किया था. But I think Baiga was one of those songs which Sanjay Leela Bhansali saw, and Sir had messaged me. And now we have this really nice camaraderie. We have this rapport where we exchange, pleasantries and stuff like that. He did call me for the Hira Mandi premiere, and just him saying that, I'm a really talented actress in front of that entire theater. और क्या चाहिए मुझे? And I think there were a lot of disappointments also. There were a lot of things that we could have done if we came in as a team, but वो हुआ नहीं. Now जो हुआ नहीं वो उसका मैं कुछ नहीं कर सकती. It's as simple as that. But I think for me the takeaway is that no matter what the language is, if it is made to reach out to people in the right way, people do take notice of it. People really do. And directors like Sanjay Leela Bansali, I know so many South makers who know about Chandramukhi. So yeah.
Listen, I have to speak about Wazle Ki Bara. I mean, I don't know of a single person who doesn't know Wazle Ki
Yeah.
Bara, who has not danced to Wazle Ki Bara,
Yeah.
it doesn't matter if you speak Marathi, you don't speak Marathi,
Yeah.
right? What was it like to shoot that song? Did you do many rehearsals? Were there some steps that you just swung it home? You were like, let's just to pull this off.
No, trust me. We shot it in 2 nights. And like I told you, रात को 10 बजे मुझे phone आया. Listen, we are doing this song. Will you do it? Yeah, okay. I was paid 30,000 rupees for that
What?
song.
Okay, and even post-release, there were no royalty checks that you asked for?
No, never. The artist never gets it. Of course, Ajay Tul sir, definitely, because it's their baby, it's as simple as that. I mean, but that song just turned my life upside down. For the first time ever, I think I went and I've performed at places जहाँ पे electricity भी नहीं है. And people wanted to watch me doing Wazle Ki Bara. I was like, what? What is this place? I have gone to the most interior parts of Maharashtra, to the biggest avenues all over the world. And even today, like around 10 days back or something, Nuclear, उनका एक
The rapper.
yeah. उनका कोई concert चल रहा था, उसमें Wazle Ki Bara लगा हुआ था.
Wow.
So somebody, Shravan had, he was like, this is so cool, Ammu, look at this. I was like, yeah. It's like that. So I think it just changed my life completely. I saw fame. I saw what it is to, really control that 10,000 crowd when you're like doing tung, and people go like, in a roar. So I think, yeah, all that I saw, all thanks to Wazle Ki Bara.
Was there a song that left a mark on you growing up when you saw whether it was Ek Do Teen? Madhuri Dixit obviously ruled that space.
Madhuri Dixit has ruled all our hearts, and let's just accept it that she's always going to be the queen of our hearts. And of course, a huge prabhav of her has always been there right through my childhood. Yeah.
Any injuries during that song or any steps that you were like, can we change this? Are you somebody who does that?
Never.
You want to just go with the choreography as it is.
Of course, I've learned to realize that there are certain choreographers who understand my body language a lot. I'm not a trained dancer. I've started training after 35. I've started training right now. So for me, whatever the director tells me, whatever the choreographer tells me, it's like the patthar pe likhi lakhi. But of course, there is Ashish Patel who knows my body better, who understands my forte, who understands my energy a lot. Like people keep telling me that tera energy kam kyun nahi hota? I was like, it's just God given now. It will just die with me when I have to say goodbye to the world. It's as simple as that. I mean, even I thought that, थोड़ा सा मैं थोड़ा सा soft हो जाऊंगी, but ऐसा कुछ भी नहीं है.
Not happening.
Not happening.
Do you feel that there is still a stigma towards actors coming from a certain belt, perhaps speaking a certain language, Marathi actors, for example?
Yeah.
Or do you feel that line has blurred now?
It has not blurred so much. It has not. People even today have that little, they are little hesitant about casting Marathi actors. But that line, I think, is getting a little blurred. Now, we are in the middle of it, अब वो कब होगा, वो completely blur off कब हो जाएगी, I really don't know. But I really feel this, that Marathi industry as a whole, how South industry has stood by itself, we as a whole need to stand for each other, and we need to grow the industry, not just one or two cams or directors or films. I think as a whole we need to stand together, get the industry to a level where people do not ignore us anymore.
Why do you think that is not happening?
I think because a lot of people, because sometimes films are not making that much of money. Sometimes there are studios cannot do all the films in Marathi. Na?
Correct.
Now, कोल्हापुर में भी एक फिल्म हो रही है, गोवा में भी एक फिल्म हो रही है. Now, studios है ही कुछ गिने चुने. अब वो कहेंगे कि सारी मराठी फिल्मों का जिम्मा हम ही उठाए, तो ऐसा तो हो नहीं सकता. तो I really feel that why the Marathi industry as a whole is not standing is because there are sometimes just first time producers who are coming in. Once they lose their money, they do not want to produce again. And then there are, like, of course in the Hindi industry there are people जो हाँ हाँ हम फिल्म करेंगे और वो पैसा लेकर निकल जाते हैं. So there are a lot of people I have met in my career. I have done films for them जहाँ पे फिल्म शूट तो कर लेते but release नहीं करते.
Correct.
Then a producer doesn't want to put that money in. And there are people who are sometimes fraud, sometimes they just want to do films for wasted reasons and stuff like that. And yeah, it is what it is. I mean, you know, it's there is good, bad, ugly in every industry, not just entertainment industry, in every industry. तो मराठी में ऐसा थोड़ा सा हो जाता है.
You know, I remember speaking to Sharat Kelkar,
Yeah.
and he told me there was a time when I would only get characters of a Deshpande or a Kulkarni or somebody who is a Maratha warrior. And he said it's not that they were not interesting roles, but I stayed away from them because I didn't find them interesting. Now they happen to be roles of people who come from the Marathi region.
Yeah.
Was that the case with you ever?
No, not
Not
really.
really.
I mean, I've been casted as a Pakistani Muslim. I've been casted as a Catholic in Malang. I think Mitali Kamath is the only role where I've been casted as a Maharashtrian, like a Kamath
Yeah.
Kamath. But again, it's not that she's speaking Marathi in the entire series.
Yeah.
It's just that, okay, she's Mitali Kamath and
You
she's a
established,
badass.
yeah.
That's about it, you know. और वो कामत वामत करके एक badass गिरी आती है. So I think that's about it. Otherwise, I don't think I've been ever casted in Hindi cinema as ये मराठी लड़के ना इसको मराठी रोल दे दो. ऐसा कभी नहीं हुआ है मेरे साथ. In fact, in the Marathi industry, I've been accused of being extra glamorous.
Accused?
Yeah. No, yeah.
Too much
Just
glam.
too good looking. No. नहीं, अरे यार, I'm just a normal, very normal looking. But yeah, I've been accused like that. No, but you dance, no, and you know your skin, and then no, yeah, nahi. You don't look Marathi. I've been accused
so
of.
that's
yeah,
actually a reverse
Yeah,
Uno
it's a
kinds.
reverse thing in Marathi industry. So I have to like tame myself down, and you know, I have to be like, okay, no, I can do this role and stuff like that.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
POV.
Yeah, like even Chandramukhi people thought, oh, it was too glamorous. And I was like, for
What do you want
God's
me to do?
sake, what am I supposed to do?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What do you make of this conversation that Deepika Padukone started recently, that women actors, especially young mothers or those, who have a child at home, need to have certain number of hours to work? There needs to be some sort of a rule that lets women actors do certain shifts for certain hours vis-a-vis male actors who have the luxury of perhaps coming and going as they want. That's what her take is. What are your thoughts?
See, I don't think that she demanded this when she was just starting her career. She's given it all. I mean, you can see it in her films that she has given it all in all her films and all her characters that she's played. Now, there will come a point of time where a woman needs to take a back seat when she has to, go through childbirth, when she has to give the child her time and importance and stuff like that. And I think right now she's making that choice. She's never made that choice all this while. So we cannot discard the fact that that woman has really given her everything. And she's made some astounding films. And she's been a part of these amazing films that have literally defined the Hindi film industry in the last 10, 12 years, whatever she's been a part of. So if today she's wanting to give her child that importance and that time and everything, what's the harm in that? I mean, we all as women have gone through this, that even if it's our first day of period, we've been not ordered, but we've been told that it's fine, abhi rain sequence hai to hai, kuch nahi kar sakte. But you don't understand that once we go into the water, our body kind of bloats up. So we're not looking good on screen. We are feeling absolutely yucky about it. Now, this is very, कहने के लिए बहुत छोटी चीज़ है, because we don't, as women, we don't make a big issue out of it. But ये है ना भाई, So my whole point is that there is this huge actress, somebody who is truly representing the Indian cinema on a global level. She's never asked for something, she's never demanded for something. All this while, right now, if she's with her baby, she wants to spend time with her baby. I don't think it should be a big deal. I really don't think so.
Then is there anything that should get better for women actors in today's age? Any, not just better roles being written, but in terms of logistics, in terms of how they're treated on sets, the kind of amenities they get, how they're looked at when they are presented a certain role. Anything that you think should get better?
See, I think amenities के बारे में अगर हम बात करें ना, तुषार, क्या है ना कि now there is this whole debate also happening about the entourage.
Yes.
Okay, now how much is enough for one person? For me, 100 rupees is going to be enough for me. For you, 10,000 rupees is also not going to be enough for you. So ना ये debate बहुत, it just matters person to person. For me, I am okay. You don't give me hair, you don't give me makeup, I'm okay. I need to be on set. I need to enjoy my work without getting into the whole sham of madam ye nahi de rahe, wo madam wo nahi de rahe. I'm okay, yaar. I'm not there to get married to somebody and live my life on a set. Whatever hours I have to go, I have to work and I have to come back. अब उसमें अगर production house को चाहिए कि हम आपको hair makeup नहीं दे सकते, okay fine. Give me one boy because okay he knows my food and this and that and everything. And if you're not going to pay him, give me that money, then I will pay him. It's as simple as that. So I'm very hassle free about it. मतलब ऐसा कुछ मेरे को कोई इतना ऐसा makeup करो ये करो. But yeah, then there are these levels of actresses also, na?
Sure.
Ki, okay, now there is an Alia Bhatt or there is a Deepika Padukone. Now they need their own circle where they feel safe, where they feel that okay, this is what I really require. अब वो कितना कम और ज़्यादा होना चाहिए ये तो nobody can decide. Like I've been watching a lot of videos where you know there have been talks about entourage कम होना चाहिए, इतने लोग क्यों लगते हैं?
That's an ongoing conversation.
And it just depends from person to person. कुछ actors का निकल आता है, कुछ actors का नहीं आता. मतलब है चोरी तो सब कर रहे हैं. जो पकड़ा जाए वो चोर है.
I like that line. Tell me, how has life changed post Taskari?
It's great. At your party, at a variety, I was really intimidated, and you know I'm very bindas about. Okay, I feel intimidated. I will not just say, oh no, I'm fine and this and that. And there were people coming to me and telling me that, listen, we loved your work in Taskari, and it was great. I think I was there at the right time, at the right place, and people appreciating my work. That was really something. So that I think that was the start of the change that has happened. And you know, there are awards being given in the Marathi industry for Marathi Paul Padte Pudhe and this and that. So I really feel nice about it. At the end of the day, you know, you want your work to be recognized. You want, and globally it has trended.
Yeah.
I've had women in ghungats coming to me and lifting their ghungat up like this and telling me, "Aapka taskari dekha humne," and then putting the ghungat down. How cool is that? How cool is that?
Yeah. No, absolutely. So then what next? I mean, where does Amrita go from here?
Amrita again goes for an audition. But I really hope that the way people have appreciated my work in Taskari, I really hope that some interesting work comes my way. And abhi aisa hota hai ki people are like, oh, but we know about you. You've done Chandramukhi, you've done Katyar Kaljat Ghusli, and you're such a big name in Marathi and all. I was like, yeah, wo to mujhe bhi pata hai. Kaam kyun nahi aaya? But I'm really hoping that you know, career from here just takes off in a very different way. And I really want to work with some fantastic directors here. Like I loved this film Stolen. I got in touch with the producer and I was like, sir, I loved your film. अब मुझे काम दो ना दो वो तो बात की बात है. But I loved your film. So Taskari has given me that confidence to approach people. You know, if you really want to see my work, sir, this is my latest work. I've done a role in Taskari, and see what you like about it, and please let me know. So I think this bindas approaching attitude is something that I have after Taskari. Yeah.
Okay, last question. The last performance that made you cry, that you watched?
So I saw Tighi actually, just very recently, and the whole that so the director is a very young girl, Gigi Visha, and it's her first film. So I think those first film wali jo baat hoti hai na, you know, it is something else, and I think it has really moved me. That film has really moved me. And even today, after watching the film after 3-4 days, I still called up Neha and I was like, I don't know what your film has done to me. So that is one film that I think I've watched and I've cried a lot. And then there is this beautiful play, Asen Me, Nasen Me. Amrita Subhash, Neena Kulkarni, Shubhangi Gokhale.
Wow.
Just go and watch it. It is something else. I mean, I have, after the audience and everything have left, I have like literally held on to that chair and I have like ऐसे नीचे करके have cried. And I met Shubhangi Tai and I just hugged her and I just kept crying. And she was like, catharsis ho gaya beta, tere ko catharsis ho gaya. I was like, I don't know what it is, but this whole, now again, Marathi cinema has always been so samruddha. Na? I want to use that word because it is that exact word, that it has always given women characters and women actors and women actresses this huge scope of performing. You take out
Agree.
any Marathi film, be it Umbaratha, be it Pinjara, be it anything, Astitva for that matter,
Yes.
jo Tabbu ne ki, it was a bilingual.
Yes.
It has always given, Marathi content has always given women wings to fly, to perform.
I agree.
And I proudly say this, that I'm so glad that I belong to this culture, this heritage, and this amazing, amazing industry.